Hello, how are you? My name is Latasha L.T. Jimerson. I am an author, teacher, book coach, and motivational speaker. And tonight I want to talk to you about writing a book does not take time, it takes focus. This is an important topic. I've been talking to a lot of people about this over the years, over the past 7 years since I first started my own publishing journey. And a lot of people believe that it takes a long time to write a book. Like people believe it takes years. Some people think it takes a decade. Some people don't really know how long it takes, but they just kind of assume that there's a lot of research that needs to be done. And that is not necessarily the case. Especially with the technology that we have, the internet, we have so many different tools that make it easy, make it quick, and make it very, very seamless, to be honest with you. If you are watching me live, go ahead and put live in the comments. If you are watching me on my YouTube channel, what's up, YouTube? I'm so glad to have you here, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. What's up? If you're in one of my Facebook groups, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. You could be on any channel, and you chose to be here on LTTV, and I love you. So thank you. If you are on LinkedIn, welcome, LinkedIn. What's up? If you are on my regular Facebook page, how you doing? Thank you. I appreciate you. If you are just now getting to know me for the very first time, welcome to my world. I have been self-publishing my own books since 2017. I've been coaching clients since 2018. I have been creating online courses since 2019. And I have been just having a great time speaking on stage, speaking in the virtual rooms, networking with people, talking to people about books and self-publishing and editing and doing all the fun stuff that has to do with the creation of being creative, right? I love to be creative, and my favorite people are people who want to learn how to monetize the ideas that are in their heads. That is what I do. I help people to take what's in their mind and bring it out into the world, into a product, and monetize it. I help people get their thoughts organized and structured into a format to where it makes sense to other people when they read it. So whether it's a book product or whether it's an online course or whether it's a podcast, whatever it is that you have that you want other people to be able to consume, you have to go through a process where those thoughts are structured and organized, and that is what I do. I am a high school history teacher by trade. I have taught middle school and high school. I've taught social studies. I've taught English. I've taught psychology, government, economics, and finance. Finance was my favorite class. I have to be honest with you, because when it comes to education, I believe we should be teaching people skills to pay the bills, right? And so in my mind, if I were to rule the world, I would make sure that by the time every child reaches high school, before they graduate, they should have the opportunity to create a book, whether it's a biography, autobiography, or a memoir. Why would a student want to do a memoir when they've only lived a few years, right? Number one, it gives them the opportunity to reflect on the lessons of their lives, even though they've only been around for a little bit of time, right? Young people have wisdom, they have knowledge, and they have experiences that they need to teach the world about. And so they should be writing about that. Also, when you write a book, it's a product and it gives you something to sell to make money and sustain yourself. I don't know if you know, but when young people graduate high school, a lot of them don't have a way to support themselves. And so they end up picking up a dead-end job, or they end up going to a school again that they really don't want to go to because maybe their parents told them to do it, and they really have no financial freedom and no financial foundation for themselves. And everybody needs a financial foundation for themselves. Everybody, I don't care how old you are or how young you are. You need a certain level of control over your life, and a financial foundation gives you the control to make the decisions that you want for your life. And so if it was up to me, everybody would have a book. Biography, autobiography, memoir, one of those. Self-help, educational book, you can't lose, right? And you don't have to do a whole lot of research because you've lived through some things. Each and every one of us, we have a different background. We have a different perspective. We have experiences that we've lived through, and we have learned lessons, and we have figured out a way, a lot of us, to become successful, even though we've overcome a lot of adversities, right? I was raised by a single mom. She had multiple jobs all the time. And it was very difficult for us to create freedom, like to go on vacation, right? To do things that required a lot of money. And so one of the things that I learned was to start working early. I started working at 12 years old. And also I learned how to open up multiple streams of income, right? So when I wasn't braiding hair, I was babysitting. And when I wasn't babysitting, I was doing something else. Okay. So we need multiple streams of income. And that's one of the things that I teach in my courses. When you have a book, you have a product. When you have a product, you have a business. When you have a business, you have to make sales. Sales is a very important skill set. And so is publishing. And so I teach both for authors who are looking to become successful and looking to do this as a full-time career. That's what I teach. For people who are looking to transition out of the classroom into entrepreneurship, that is what I teach. For women who are looking to do something finally for themselves, right? To get on stage and to speak and sell themselves and sell their story, that is what I teach. For people who have been wondering how to get started on their book project, that is what I teach. That is what I love. That is the passion. That is the joy. That is the love of my life. And so if you are out here and you're like, man, I have a book idea. I don't know what to do. I don't even know how to get started. You need to reach out to me. My email is scrolling across the bottom of the screen, contact@LatashaJimersonLibrary.com. Come into my world. You will learn a lot. Come into my Facebook groups. You will be seen and heard and supported on your journey to becoming an author. Okay? Reach out to me. If you're wondering where to get started, how to get started, what to do first, how to stay motivated, how to overcome writing block, right? That doesn't exist, but people say it does. So let's just roll with it, right? You experience writing blocks when you don't have anybody in your corner telling you that you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. There's help available. You can do it. There's so many resources online, right? But some of you don't want to do the 10,000 hours of research. I've already done the 10,000 hours of research. I've already done it. And so you don't have to do it for yourself. I have multiple resources that I've created for authors like you. And so I want to tell you, and I want to continue to reiterate this and get this into your brain. I want you to get this into your pipe and smoke it. Okay. It does not take time. It takes focus, which means you need to sit your butt down with a pen and a pad and get busy. Now, you might be like, okay, I have a pen, I have a pad. What am I supposed to be writing? You're supposed to be writing everything that's on your mind. Everything that's on your mind, because you have some brilliant thoughts. You've got some amazing ideas, and you are a prolific writer. But you don't know yet because you haven't written enough. Writing a book doesn't take time, it takes focus. And journaling doesn't take time, it takes focus. 10 minutes a day will keep the writer's block away. 10 minutes a day. I'm going to type that in the comments. 10 minutes a day will keep the writer's block away. I like that. 10 minutes a day will keep the writer's block away. Because there is no such thing. It's you getting in the way of you. That's all it is. And if you're in here right now, say hello to me in the comments. I can see that you're watching, but I can't see who you are. Yeah, it doesn't tell me who you are. But thank you for being here. I do appreciate you. And I do hope that you're taking something out of this conversation, because this is what I have discovered over the past 7 years of working with people on their books. It's not like we don't know our own story. It's not like we haven't really learned anything from being on this earth, right? It's not like our experiences don't matter. Our experiences do matter. We have learned a lot from being here on this planet Earth, right? We have experienced things. We've overcome things. We've learned lessons, but we don't really sit down to think about it and reflect, right? And so that's one of the things that I do during my writing clinics. I have a writing clinic coming up this week on Thursday, March 21st at 7:30 Eastern. If you want to come to the writing clinic, just email me and I'll send you the link so that you can get into that writing clinic for free. What do? It's a 2-hour experience and we are writing. I'm teaching you how to write, how to focus, how to keep your thoughts on task, how to structure your words and craft your words to the point where you can actually have maximum impact with an audience. I give you an opportunity to talk on stage with me and get the feedback from the people who are in the audience, right? It's a great time. It's a lot of fun. It's free 99. So you definitely don't want to miss out on that, because it's an opportunity for you to be seen and heard and supported. If you have a book title, bring it in. We'll give you feedback on it. If you have a subtitle, bring it in. We'll give you feedback on that. If you have a great hook for your book, bring it in. We'll listen to it and we'll give you some comments. It's all fun. It's all good. It's all love. And it's all an opportunity for you to get yourself in the room with people who are creative just like you. I love working with creatives because we got ideas everywhere. We got ideas for days. But what happens is we get ourselves lost in too many thoughts, and we don't know where to focus, and we don't know what to do. We don't know how to take the next step. We don't even know what the first step is. And so for those of you that are ready, you got your book ready. You're like, okay, look, I have this book. I just need to know where to go to get this thing published. I need to know, how do I hire an editor? Who edits? How do I get this thing formatted? How do I get it to look like a book, right? Like, where do I go? Who do I trust? What's going on? If that's you, you need to get my workbook. I have a workbook that breaks it all the way down. Step by step by step by step, day 1 to day 30. You'll have your book published in 30 days with minimal stress, right? How do I know? Because it's been proven. I've done it for myself. I'm actually writing a book this week. It's going to take me a total of 5 days to get this book out into the world because I know how to do it. I've had clients that have finished their books in 30 days, 20 days, 5 days. I had one person to do his book in 1 day. He republished his book using my system, and it took him 1 day. He just took a day off work and was like, I'm going to do this. Boom. And it was done. So it does not take time. It takes laser focus. You got to be focused. You got to know what you want to do and how, and you got to know what you want to do, and you just have to stop making excuses and say, all right, I'm going to do it. You got to surrender to the process and surrender. You got to surrender. Because if you don't know the steps and you keep bumping your head on the same wall, it's time for you to reach out for support. And that's why I'm here. I am here to answer your questions. I am here to support you. I am here to guide you, and I have resources to help you. And so if you're here and you're like, you know what, man, I've been just procrastinating and waiting, and I've been getting this writer's block thing, and I don't know what to do, email me, contact@LatashaJemersonLibrary.com. And I'll see you in the writing clinic. Have a great night. Bye.